Hey, what's up? Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am so happy that you came across this video. As always, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button down below. It would truly mean the world to me. If you can't tell by the title of today's video, I will be doing a What's on my iPad Air. And if you haven't already, the last video I posted was an unboxing of my iPad Air and also some unboxing of accessories that I bought with it. So if you haven't already, check that out and let's get to it. Okay, so I grabbed my iPad. I am now sitting at my desk because it's just so much easier to record this way than standing up. But before we get into the video, I just want to do a quick outline so that you know what to expect and what I'll be going over. So the first is how I get my widgets and how I design them. The second is how I get these fonts and how you can add them to your keyboard. The third is how I got my app icons to look this way. And then the fourth is some of my favorite and most commonly used apps that I use on my iPad. Okay, third time's a charm because my dogs keep barking and hopefully they don't do that anymore, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, let me turn on the screen recording because that would really suck if I recorded this whole video and then found out that I didn't screen record. So let me do that now. Okay, and so the first thing that I will be showing you guys is all the apps that I have on my iPad. I have them separated into 4 different sections on this first page. The first is stores, where I have the Apple Store, the App Store, and the iTunes Store. I then have entertainment, so I have my books, my news, music, podcast, TV, and Hulu. I then have editing, photo booth, iMovie, WordPress, YouTube Studio, PixArt, fonts, and Canva. And then the fourth on this page is all my commonly used apps. So contacts, calendar, messages, mail, Safari, FaceTime, photos, settings, and Penbook. On the second page, I have all my non-commonly used apps that I didn't separate into little sections or folders. I have pages, maps, reminders, shortcuts, tips, clock, magnifier, clips, find my iPhone, files, home, voice memos, Xcode previews, feedback, and Widgetsmith. So the first app that I will be going over is Widgetsmith. If you're unsure what widgets are, these are widgets and these are what I have on my iPad right now. I have the time. I have a picture of New York City, or I think that's New York City. I want it to be New York City. I have a calendar, and then I also have a second calendar, but this calendar, the large widget, will show any events that I have today or tomorrow, and clearly don't have any events. But anyway, so what you're going to want to do is download the Widgetsmith app in the App Store. I believe it's free. I don't think I've ever paid for any apps so far on my iPad. So download the Widgetsmith app, and this is what you'll get. Obviously, I already have widgets downloaded, but if not, I will show you. If you don't have any widgets downloaded, if you've never used this app before, I will show you how I add widgets. So let's add a large widget. So click on the Add Large Widget, click on the widget, large number 2, and it gives you a default widget, and we are going to switch that. So I am going to choose the sun path time. So choose your style, then you're going to choose your theme. Most of these are the premium version. I do not pay for the premium version. You can if you'd like to, but I have been fine with all the non-premium options. I have been using the powder option, so click on powder. Then you are going to go to the location. For me, it will be New York, but you can edit your location based on where you are. And then I have the last default, which is the time format. I am going to do the 24-hour time. Once you've completed all your defaults, click the large number 2 again in the top left-hand corner. You're going to hit save. And as you can see, I now have 2 large widgets. So I'm going to go back to my screen. By doing this, I just slide to the right. I'm going to click edit on the bottom, hit the plus button in the top left-hand corner, scroll down to the app Widgetsmith, and then you would select the widget that you'd like to add. So for me, I created a large widget, so I will click add widget. I will click on the widget, and I created the second widget. If you created a first widget, a third widget, you would then click on the corresponding number, but I created number 2. Number 2. Click out of it, and there you go. You now have the sun path time on your widgets. Then you can click done, and now every time I slide to the right, I can easily see the time, the date, and the sun path if I want to see it. The next thing that I'm going to show you guys is the fonts. So as you can see, each of my little sections are labeled, and you can tell that they are all in different fonts. So there is, I'm sure there's a couple of different ways that you can do this. I use the Fonts app. So under my editing, I have a Fonts app. There is the option to go to a premium version. I do not have that version. I have the free version. And as you can see, there's a bunch of different keyboard options. All of these options, besides the first one on the left, are premium versions. So if I click on this, it will ask me to subscribe for $2.99 a month. I do not want to do that, so I click on this normal version on the top left-hand corner. So as you can see, I have all these different fonts on my keyboard. And what I like to do if I'm ever wanting to change a font is right above the Q, there is 2 letter A's. I click on that and it gives you all of the different fonts that you can choose from. So let's change one of my names. So let's go to Common, hold down Common, click on it, and let's change it to, we'll do Typewriter. So I can do Common, and as you can see, it changed the font. Or you can maybe do Outline. That's the outline font, so let's do Common. And now I have the Common font, the outline font written out as Common. Okay, and now as you can see, I have 4 different fonts for each of my different sections. So that's the Fonts app. Again, you can download it right in the App Store, get the free version, and you should be able to use a lot of different fonts. There are a bunch that also come with the premium version, but I don't think it's worth it to download the premium version until you know how to use it and what type of fonts you're looking for. Okay, so that is the first 2 things I'm going to show you, the widgets and the fonts. Does anybody have any questions? No? Okay, leave any questions you have down in the comments and I will try my best to answer them. The third thing I'm going to go over is how I get my app icons to look this way. So as you can see, I have different pictures for different icons. One commonly used one would be, or one that you can recognize really easily, down on the bottom. The second one in is a pink Google Chrome picture. So how you're going to set these is, there's a couple of different ways I'm sure, but I will show you the way that I do it. First, you're going to want to go to Google Chrome and find your picture. So for me, I am going to change the TikTok app that I downloaded right before I started filming this video. So I looked up pink TikTok icon. Again, this is personally for me. I like the pink, but it's up to you however you want to do it. Let's click on the first option. You're going to hold it down and save image. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go to the Shortcuts app. Again, the Shortcuts app. Click on the Shortcuts app. As you can see, these are all the shortcuts that I have. and in the upper left-hand corner, you're going to click the plus button. Again, the plus button. The second step is to type in open app in the search bar. So open app, click on that. And then in the left-hand corner, you're going to hit choose. This is going to allow you to choose whichever app you're looking to change the icon for. I am going to change the TikTok icon, so I choose TikTok. And then in the middle of the screen on the top, there is a circle with 3 dots. Click on that. And now you're going to put in the details of this icon. So we're going to do add to home screen. Click on new shortcut number 1, click on the icon, and we're going to click choose photo. I now have the TikTok icon in pink. We're going to use that. And this new shortcut is going to be labeled as TikTok. Okay. We're going to add the shortcut name at the top to also be TikTok, and we're going to hit done. Now when we go back to our home screen, as you can see, the last app that I have is the TikTok app in the pink. So what I'm going to do is, as you can see, I still have the normal TikTok app. What I do is I created a folder with all of my apps, all of the normal looking apps, I should say, and I put every single app into this one little section so that I could move it and keep them all in one area. So what I would do is I would move this app into the folder so that everything stays out of the way, and now I have the pink TikTok app on my home screen. As you can see also on the bottom, it is a shortcut that you're using. So when you click on something like, let's say, Widgetsmith, click on Widgetsmith, and we're going to get out of it. On the bottom, on the icons on the bottom, you can see that Widgetsmith pops up. It's the black one with the blue square. Widgetsmith will pop up because, again, you're using a shortcut. And so the iPad connects it to the actual app. So what you're going to want to do, or what I do to remain it looking aesthetic, I hide all the apps after I'm done using them, so that the only apps I see on my home screen are the pink apps. So that is how you're going to change the icons of every app. It gets a little tedious when you're doing it for every app. So what I try to do is, right when I download the app, I will change the icon picture. The last thing I'm going to go over is a couple of commonly used apps that I like to use. So the first thing that I use is Penbook. It's how I take my notes for school and how I write down some of my daily notes and how I write down things for upcoming videos and what I want to plan out. So I do have the Penbook app. I have that under Common, I believe. That is also a free app in the App Store. So what I did was I deleted a bunch of my notes just so that I can start fresh for you guys. I deleted some of my school notes because school's over. And so this is just a blank page. So when you download the app, it's going to ask you to choose a different notebook. As you can see in my library, I have the blue notebook and it's labeled YouTube. You can label it whatever you'd like. You can also upgrade to a paid version that will allow you to use multiple different notebooks. I only have a free version, which allows me to use one notebook and then as many pages as you like within that notebook. So I'm going to click on the YouTube notebook. You can edit it however you'd like. I want to switch it to pink, black and white, flowers, up to you. Let's do pink for now and save. And this is what the screen looks like. You have the option for pen, marker, pencil, different colors, different size. You can also use the grid here and specify a specific color. You have the option for a highlighter, the pen, the marker, the pencil, again, different colors, different sizes. And then you go down through all of the different options here. You also have the erase button, pretty self-explanatory. So let's say I want to let's do yellow in a pencil and we'll do the thick. So let's do hello. Then I could, let's do in purple. I can go over it. I mean, not really doing anything specific here. You have this, let's do blue. Little heart. Again, you can erase it. There's also the option on the bottom left-hand corner, yes. Click on that, and you have different pages here. So if you want to label page 1 as your school notes, page 2 as your everyday task, 3 as your grocery list, I don't know, whatever you want to do. And then you can switch between pages. You can also add pages. So right at the top in the middle, you can add a page. Let's say you label the first page YouTube. From here, I can add a page, and I can have video 1, add a page, and video 2. Now, if you go on the side here, you can see that it says YouTube, and then page 2 is video 1, page 3 is video 2. Then when you get to page 4, let's say you do your to-do list. You can add a page to there. Let's say film, video. All right, now when you go to the side, you can see that pages 4 and 5 are your to-do list. So you can separate your notebook into sections, which is what I like to do, which is how I get away with using a free version instead of the premium version. I separate it into sections, and then I add a page into each section. So the first 3 pages, like I said, YouTube, second 2, to-do list, and then so on and so forth, however you'd like to do it. So that is what I use to write down all of my notes. The second app I want to go over is the Canva app. So that is under editing. I use the Canva app to create my thumbnails for YouTube. I also use the Canva app for my blog to create Pinterest posts. So let's open the Canva app and let's create a design. Create a design at the top. Let's create let's do 500 by 500 pixel image. So a bunch of different things you can do on here. You can add an element. Let's change the color. Let's do purple. You can add text. Let's add text. Let me just slyly put that in there for you guys. You can do subscribe. We can also change the font. Let's do Brittany and change the color to orange. And let's see, what else can you do? You can also change it. You can also add something else. So let's add I don't know. I'm just playing around with it a bit to show you guys. But there's a lot of different things you can do with the Canva app. Again, this is a free app. You can download the app for free. You can upgrade to a premium version if you'd like. Again, I feel that there's no need to because there are so many options when it comes to the free version. You'll know it's free because there will be nothing preventing you from clicking on it and doing whatever you'd like. Let's see if I can find a paid version. So let's type in YouTube logo. That one is free. If you hover over it, it will also tell you that it is free. Let's see, can I find a paid version? Of course, the one thing that I type in is Everything is free. Let's try one more thing. Let's see, stars. All right, most of these are free. All right, so I guess all these are free. Most of the things that you want to use on here are free, which is super nice. And the way you will know if it is not free is in the top right-hand corner of the image. It will put a little crown icon on it, which shows that it is part of the paid version. So let's just go back to my home screen. These are a couple of different things that I use. This is my thumbnail for the unboxing video that you should definitely check out if you haven't already. And then the third app I want to show you guys is the PicsArt app. PicsArt, again, a free app in the App Store. Bunch of different things you can do here. Again, what I like to do, hit the plus icon, bottom, middle. I look through all the photos that I have on my iPad. Let's do this one. And then you can edit it. So sometimes I will edit a photo in PicsArt and then move it into Canva to finish it off. So there's a bunch of different things you can do. There's tools. You can crop, you can enhance, adjust, select, resize. There's different effects. So most of these are paid options. The first one is a non-paid option. You could sketch if you'd like. I'm not going to do that. You click out of that. If you'd like to keep that in the top right hand corner, you'd hit apply. If you don't, you can cancel it. PicsArt, I don't know if I said this, PicsArt is a free app, but again, you can download it for free, but upgrade to a premium version if you'd like. Things that I like to do, you can add stickers. So you can add stars in the corner. There's also the option to draw. So things that I have been doing is I will outline the photo. This is just really rough. You can outline the photo, apply, and there you go. So that is something you can do. And then in the top middle, there's a download button. It will automatically save to your photo gallery. Then you can add it to Pinterest, Messages, and other apps if you choose. And that is the PicsArt app. And then the last thing I'll show you guys, which is super, super simple. I'm pretty sure all of you know how to do this, but just in case you don't, is how to get a background, how to change from the background that Apple provides for you to something more aesthetic like the one that I have. So what you're gonna wanna do is go into Google Chrome. I personally type in aesthetic iPad backgrounds. You can type in whatever you'd like. If you love dogs, type in dogs. It's truly up to you. So let's click on this one. You're going to hold it down, save the image. From there, you are going to go into your settings. You're going to scroll to, where is it? Wallpaper on the left. Click choose a new wallpaper. You can see that in your photos, the saved image is right here. From here, if I like this image, I can hit set in the bottom right-hand corner. You can either set it to your lock screen or you can set it to your home screen. I'm not going to do that. I already have my pictures all set, but that is how you would set your background in your iPad. And that is all for what I'm going to show you on this iPad. If you have any questions, again, just leave them in the comments down below and I will try my best to get back to you. Okay, so that is it for this video. If you made it this far, I appreciate you and I really hope that you learned something. If you have any questions, like I said, just leave them down in the comments below. I will do my best to answer, and if I can't, then hopefully somebody else will be able to help you out. I'm going to end this video here, but before I do, I have one final thing to say. And that is, if you want to see any more of my videos, if you want to keep up with my videos, please hit the subscribe button. It would truly, truly mean the world to me. I post videos every Thursday, and yeah, that's all I got for you. I'm a lifestyle channel, still trying to figure out what that means, but stay tuned and find out more. All right, bye for now.